Assalamualaikum and good day to my University Supervisor TS Dr. Nur Rashikin binti Muhammad Noor. My name is Nur Hafizah binti Hassan, student in Faculty of Civil Engineering and Built Environment. Today I would like to present to you my industrial training experiences in Taipei Municipal Council during the past 10 weeks. So before starting my presentation, I would like to show you the contents that I will be presenting for today. Now, let's get started by knowing myself. My name is Nur Hafizah binti Hassan and I am 23 years old. I was born in 21st May 1998 in Kemaman, Terengganu. I have moved and stayed in Kampung Jelapang, Simpang, Perak, and I am a 4th year student in Faculty of Civil Engineering and Built Environment. My motto in life is do something today that your future self will thank you for. Now that you have known about myself, I will move on to introducing the industrial training program in UTHM. So the industrial training is one of the compulsory courses for every student to qualify for the graduation of a bachelor degree with honours. The industrial training aims to provide early exposure to students about the world of work in their respective field. As student of bachelor degree in civil engineering, UTHM has given the student the opportunity to undergo the industrial training for 10 weeks in total. In my case, I have undergone the industrial training from 26 July 2021 to 1st of October 2021. By conducting this internship program, UTHM aims to firstly, to provide early exposure to the student in respective field of work. Second, to help students to apply theories learned in university into work scope in workshop or site. To instill high passion and determination in working with the colleague and teammate. Foster oneself to be more responsible, highly confident and dedicated to tasks given out in the company. And lastly, to provide experience and enhance knowledge to the student. Alright, since we are well informed about the industrial training program in UTHM, it is time to know the committee that I have been working for the past 10 weeks. I have worked in the government organisation in Larut Matang and Selama District known as Taipei Municipal Council, or in short TMC. The TMC is the municipal council which administers the township of Larut Matang and Selama District. TMC was established on 1st September 1979 when Act 1714 Local Government Act 1976 was written. TMC role is to plan and pattern the future of the council area in providing municipal services to fulfill the basic requirement of the community of the area. TMC is responsible for the public health and sanitation, waste removal and management, town planning, environmental protection and building control, social and economic development, and general maintenance function of urban infrastructure. In the next slide, you can see the TMC profile and all its details regarding to the company. In here, name of the company, address, contact number, fax number, email, president of TMC, and even date of establishment is presented here. Next, this is the organization chart of TMC where the organization is featured with 8 different departments. Each department is divided according to the job scope of the TMC covered in governing the township in Larut Matang and Selama District. In the little red box is the engineering department where I have spent my internship period there, learning all the engineering works of field in the council. Moving on to the next topic, and I am also excited to introduce my department during my stay in the Taipei Municipal Council, which is the engineering department. Here in the engineering department, there are 6 divisions which can be referred in the organization chart that I have prepared in the next slide. Here in the chart, you can see that the red boxes are the divisions that I have directly been involved while working within the department. As future civil engineer, my knowledge and field are only limited to this division. However, I am open and also try to learn new job scope that are different from what I have gained during in-campus learning, such as material surveying division. Now, I will also want to present my work scope during the 10 weeks of internship. First, in TMC, I am actively participating in monitoring construction progress of a project. TMC are in charge of any township of Larut Matang and Selama District. Many residential or housing, infrastructure, recreation center, tourist attraction facility as well as commercial area project are under the responsibility of the council. Student role are to monitor any construction on or repairment progress of the project and update to the council engineer any amendment, stage of construction of the current undergoing project. Along the task, the students are also free to gain engineering knowledge from the contractors or consultants met. Next, I am also involved in the making of bill of quantities such as the BQ checking of Sambe cage in Zoo Taiping and making BQ template of the Pavilion Zoo Taiping. Students check the quantity of components of the installed cage such as the reinforcing fabric of steel PRC and dimensions of brick wall. The components are measured, counted and calculated in order to compare and verify with the agreed amount that has been stated in the paperwork by the contractor. Students also measure the perimeter drain of the sump package along the depth, length and width of the drain to inspect whether the drain block is in compliance to the standard given or not. Students have assisted engineer in making the BQ template for the pavilion stage of zootyping, which consists of true formatting, contents and also dimension calculation of the project selected. During the 10 weeks of industrial training, the council engineers have given the opportunity to the student to attend council courses. In the engineering department, any work process or SOP are done based on the guideline that has been fixed into the organisation. Students are given the opportunity to join courses and gain knowledge of how current procedures are taken in government works in maintaining and improving the township within the district. Malaysian Road Record Information System, namely MARIS, is one of the courses that the student has joined. It's a financial and data system used to record road data throughout the state, as well as ISO 45001-2018 is one of the short courses, which is the certificate of occupational health and safety management system that help organization prevent work-related injury and illness and provide education in safety and health of workplace. Here in the next slide, you can see that I have obtained the participation e-certification of one of the online courses that I have attended, which is the MARIS workshop. Next, after that, I am also greatly involved in the work process and flowchart or standard operation procedure. So the student has given the opportunity to involve in the making of the process work or the flowchart for development or maintenance project management along the guidance from all the engineers in the department. The development of the work process was a challenge as it has never been amended and made any changes by the current staff of engineering department. At the end of the task, students are able to know the process in making the SOP of any work or activity taken by the council. This activity has helped the student to have a clearer view of the process, particularly in development or maintenance project management, and also gain experience in making elaborated technical flowcharts. In addition, the student also done the SOP for digitalized re-documentation of all project files of TMC. During the 10 weeks of industrial training, the council engineer and the student has done the investigation regarding the defects of the WPC walkway at Eco Pelajaran Hutan Paya Matang. During the site visit to Eco Pelajaran Hutan Paya Matang, the defects of wood plastic composite walkway has inspired the department to do the experimental report on the behavior of the material. The council has strongly believed that the walkway foundations are exposed to excessive lateral movement, which leads to dislocation and horizontal swaying of the decks. In the effort of investigating and providing the real cause of the effect, engineering department has asked the student to do hands-on research on determining rate of expansion using the sample material. Student has conducted an observation experiment where the behavior of WPC material when it is submerged in water and exposed to excessive sunlight and rain for 3, 5, and 7 days straight before taking the expansion data respectively. Lastly, checking reinforced concrete structure plan and drawing layout scale is one of the job scope in Taiping Municipal Council. For the RC structure plan, the student has helped the engineer check 3-story bungalow house and 2-story commercial or shop plots. Students first must check all the information, legends, drawing and label of the structure to see whether the details are correct. Next, the student must tally the calculation design and size consideration or selection with the drawing plan submitted to ensure no mistake has been made during the audits. Lastly, students must also check the calculated procedure and standard of the formula used to ensure no mistake and errors are made. As for the engineering drawing layout, the students are also actively involved in checking engineering drawing layout that involve location, scaling and also direction of the respective building. During the process, student has measured the drainage system of 2 drawing plan, which is the drainage system of the chicken farm and glove producing factory. After obtaining and converting all dimensions of the drainage system in meter, students are required to submit the work to the assistant engineer, which is Encik Syaful Nizam. The results are to be compared and tallied with the actual field work that has been recorded in the paperwork by the assistant engineers. Now that the presentation has come to an end, I would like to give thoughts on how to improve the industrial program by UTHM. So firstly, UTHM can shorten or simplify the new assessment guideline according to the suitability and current situation of the student and lecturers. For example, UTHM needs to prepare an industrial training book or booklet that contains all the forms and information that needed to be filled by the student and industry supervisor from the beginning of the training period to completion. Secondly, UTASHM can also simplify the assessment of industrial student by reducing the interview session with university supervisor if the presentation video is already included in the syllabus. Apart from that, UTASHM should also allow students to undergo the industrial training program after completing all the semester learning at the main campus or at the Paguh campus. This will provide opportunity and advantage for the student to stand out more during industrial training in order to attract employers directly to absorb students to work together in their company. Finally, the Malaysian government should also provide allowance to IPTL students as one of the costs borne from industrial training services, such as following supervisor to remote site, transportation fees, or the cost of living for students in need, especially in urban areas. Not only does it give students the advantage to undergo comprehensive industrial training without any financial barriers, but also can reduce the living costs that might burden the student. All in all, I can conclude that for all the experience gained throughout the period in working at the engineering department of TMC, I have gained so much knowledge, especially in civil engineering project management, SOP, maintenance and construction works in infrastructure and building, rehabilitation and timber construction, engineering drawing plans, and many more. Aside for reinforcing and strengthening the existing civil engineering knowledge of the student also learn something new during industrial training that includes bill of quantity checking, auditing project file, and heritage building preservation. This knowledge have surely sparked new interest and passion of the student in getting to know the wonders of the world of engineering. Soft interpersonal skills will also develop along 10 weeks of internship journey, where during those time I have learned more about my weakness and strength while performing challenges and unfamiliar tasks given by the engineers. With the opportunity of the time given to the student, I was able to improve myself and prepare my mind, spirit and body before completely setting foot into the real working life as a civil engineer. That's all for me. Thank you. Next, I want to present the farewell speech that was given by my industrial supervisor, Encik Rizal Ismara bin Ismail.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, syukur kita kepada Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala dapat saya rasanya untuk berikan sedikit ucapan berkaitan pelajar praktikal bernama Hafizah ni. Saya di sini mengucapkan beliau akan menamatkan praktikal beliau pada bulan depan dan diharapkan maju jaya dalam bidang yang diceburi nanti. Dan apa yang dipelajari di Majlis Perbandaran Taiping adalah hanya sedikit ilmu sahaja daripada dunia sebenar yang dia akan tepuhi jika kekal dalam bidang kejuruteraan awam. Jadinya boleh diambil sebagai pengajaran, dan yang mana yang baik tu boleh dijadikan sebagai pengalaman atau pengajaran bagi diri dia, dan yang mana tak baik tu boleh diambil juga sebagai pengajaran, mungkin ditinggalkan di MPT untuk dia belajar apa yang benda yang tak baik. Jadi daripada apa yang beliau pelajari di MPT, ilmu yang ada tu mungkinlah daripada situ dia akan menimbul minat beliau untuk meneruskan ke arah yang lebih meluas, yang mana kalau dikirakan majlis hanyalah di bawah skop pihak berkuasa tempatan yang mungkin tak sama dengan bidang lain. Contohnya jika menceburi bidang perundingan dalam konsultansi, dalam bidang pembinaan construction, nanti mungkin nak jadi kontraktor dan sebagainya, mungkin daripada pembelajaran sesi ringkas di Majlis Perbandaran Taiping tu boleh jadi batu loncatan, dan diharapkan tak ada masalah daripada segi penggunaan reference bersekiranya ingin menggunakan nama Majlis Perbandaran Taiping, sekiranya ada menghadiri mana-mana temu duga dan sebagainya. Jadi mungkinlah MPT itu merupakan satu platform untuk menjadi batu loncatan atau menjadi rujukan kepada karier atau bidang yang akan diceburi. Jadi saya ucapkan selamat maju jaya dan saya sudahi dengan wabillahi taufik wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih.